Stream, but yeah, the stream just kicked out, and here we are still playing Minecraft. So we got I don't know what the fuck's going on, but Minecraft's working great. And well, anyways, every time we got a new foreman, this is like a common thing with GM, but this is like a very clear example I can give you. Um, every time we got a new foreman, they'd come in, and the very first time they showed up, because when the line went down, usually you'd have management there. That was another. You didn't always want the line to go down because, well, some people didn't care. Me, I didn't like dealing with management's bullshit. So I really didn't, I really didn't want the line to go down. Now, if the line was going down and they weren't doing anything about fixing it, well, okay, you're going to get what you get. But I generally didn't like to go down because I didn't like dealing with their bullshit. I didn't like having to, I didn't like having to explain my jokes because they weren't smart enough to get it, that kind of stuff. Um, the they'd show up, and they would, and I'm not kidding you. I am not exact. This thing looked like a giant fucking piece of shit. This looks like something you were using it because you lost a bet or you were being punished by somebody. And they'd come up and they'd see this lump of shit on there, and they'd be like, "What's the matter?" And it's like, "Oh well, these clips are supposed to blow off, and sometimes they don't, and they just shut the line down. And we got to get it fixed." And they'd be looking at this hokey piece of shit, and they'd be like, "I'm going to get that taken off your job." And the first time it happened, like maybe the first 3 times it happened, it'd be like, "Oh, wow, hey, yeah, this thing's a piece of shit. Let's get rid of it. You gung-ho, let's go, boss." And then what would happen is nothing would happen, nothing would happen. And then I think the first time I asked, it was my team leader. And I go, "Hey, what's going on?" I go, they said they were going to get rid of this thing because it keeps breaking down. And he just started laughing. He goes, "Yeah, they won't be getting rid of that." And I go, "Why do you say that?" He goes, "Well, you got to understand that the reason why that's there, the absolute reason why it's there." I go, "Yeah, what is it?" He goes, "It was somebody, though. This is what we were told. If people were lying to us, then I'm lying to you, but I am not doing it on purpose." There was somebody from corporate, because we made the Suburbans and the Tahoes and the Yukons. We made the big hatchback SUVs. Well, there was somebody at the corporate level, is my understanding. Their car broke down out in the middle of nowhere. They were out on the highway or something. They had to wait. They had to get their car towed. They had to arrange for another ride. And what happened was the whole reason the car broke down was because one of them hoses came off. Not making this up. That's what we were told. And they and that's like pissing off God. You got somebody at the corporate level, and they flared up some shit, and instead of doing it right, they did it fast. They they absolutely did it. They, instead of doing it right, they did it fast. So they put together this lump of shit. They got that in there. Boom, it's on there. It's a fucking piece of shit. But they wanted to be able to show, like, if that guy got stuck again, or if he found out somebody else got stuck like that, that they could show him, "Hey, if you want something better, we'll work on that, but we got this now. And hang on. And hang on one sec. They got something good on the news. Hang on. Thank you, Mr. Flannery. Thank you. I got to try to remember so I can throw that up on threads later. It's a long story. I'm really trying to keep this would be more politics than even I like to do on the stream. But thank you, Mr. Flynn. It's a former prosecutor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And anyways. But he goes, yeah, he goes, somebody at corporate got fucking stranded because of this. That's why that's there. And then so what I started doing is whenever we got a new foreman, and the first time, and all of them were the same. If they'd never worked in that area before, oh my God, that's just, what is that? Then you explain, I'm going to get rid of that. We can do better than that because that was the uneducated, one of those things where this is when you haven't been indoctrinated. You have not been given your lobotomy and management. When you are, any type of a corporate structure. The one joke I'm going to give you, there was a joke, and they said if you have 8 monkeys and you don't feed them enough, you're barely giving them enough food, so they're always hungry. And then what you do is every now and then you lower in like a bunch of bananas, some food. What'll happen is, and you have some stairs there, so these monkeys can go up the stairs and get the food. Well, what you do is every time they try to go up those stairs, you hit them with a fire hose and slam them into the wall. And you keep doing it until they quit. You can have them very, very hungry. You can lower down the food, and they will not go for it because they know if they hit those stairs, the fire hose is going to hit them. Well, then what you do is every month you take out one of the original monkeys, chimpanzees or whatever. Take one of them out and you put a brand new one in. And what'll happen is when he tries to go to the food, he will literally get the shit beaten out of him by some of the other monkeys that are in that cage. And then the next month you take another one of the original monkeys out. And it's the same thing, in short order, when they get hungry and they go for the food, they'll get pummeled by the remaining monkeys. And you do this for the next 8 months. And then after that time, what will happen is you will have a whole room full of monkeys who will not go for that food when it is offered to them, but they will have no idea why it's being done. This is how corporate. This is why corporate rules do not change, even for the better. And you get these new foremen in there and be like, oh my God, we're gonna get rid of that. And then okay, cool. And then like a week or 2 weeks later, I'd always like when they're going, hey, when are we getting rid of this? And you'd have this like terrified look on their face. They got beat up by the other monkeys. And they'd have this look on their face, and they'd be, "Oh yeah, that ain't going anywhere. I didn't know." And but again, the rational, common sense, smart answer was to get rid of it and find something better. Yes, we can definitely do better than that. But because they don't want to get pummeled by the other monkeys for going for something good, they quit doing it. And that's that was the kind of funny thing there. So I don't know. Well, this just really, I really wish I knew what was causing this. I really, really, really wish I knew what was causing this. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have some good news on the UFO front. And I don't know. Maybe I'll just go build a base somewhere else and just stay away from that one for right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I've been kind of fucking with this, so I didn't have time to really... And I kind of gave you the good news, that we got these people. I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what happened. I'm glad, whatever it was. I hope no monkeys were harmed outside the filming of this, or any animals whatsoever were harmed outside filming this broadcast. But it really kind of perked me up when those guys were on the good side of it. But peace out. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see if it will. I'm really, Hey, I tell you what. If the stream ends, like because I don't know what happens. I think when the game quits playing, it goes to like a screen. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take the long way. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna collect my horse, and I'm gonna go back and get my horse. I'm gonna go back to the thing and see if it crashes again or see if it wants to run. Because that was the thing that was weird today. I didn't go back there for that long and it crashed. And I'll see if I can get, like I said, usually it's within 5 minutes. It usually didn't take that long at all. But I'm going to go back and see if I can get in there, see if it'll crash. So when I get back there, if it cuts to like a screen and the stream ends, then just understand that the game crashed again. If not, I'm probably not, because again, I would rather, like, 'cause I'm doing these for that podcast, I would really rather come back when I've had time to get a little bit of a story going. And I'm just really curious now. I really am. Because this is the part that just cracks me up. It started doing it immediately when I logged on, but as soon as I got far enough away from that, I have no idea what it is. Because I've been around other portals, so it isn't the portal. It could be the spawner, but I shut off the timer. I went into peaceful, and it was still acting up. So I really don't know. But I got a feeling it could be the number of golems, because I've got a fair amount, and those have been glitching out, because every now and then I'll see one appear for like a second and then vanish. So it could very well be the golems that are doing it. This is where I crashed the first time. I crashed in here, and like I made it into the tunnel, and then when it crashed, I started back here. I don't know what's causing it. I literally don't know what's causing it. And yeah, I got like a. To be fair, maybe but again, it worked before. So I think it's something they did, and I might have to watch that video. Go check it out. If you're playing Minecraft MCPE on Bedrock, go check out Silent Whisper, because he's got a fairly new video. It came out in the last couple days, and he's talking about something like 50, just a shitload of glitches that are they created, and I might just have too much shit over here. But it's probably something new they introduced in the game. And well, before I crash, I'm gonna go put this shit in the chest again. This is something I had already done. Yeah. But this is weird. What time is it? Yeah, I've been back over here for a couple, like a minute or two now, and I'm telling you it's true. You know, earlier today this thing would have crashed by now. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and log off, and I'm gonna end the stream, but I haven't crashed yet. And the other weird thing is when this thing crashes, there we go. It's going to crash. It is going to crash because there's always like a little pause.